What are we moving forward? What's our goal? What's our intention that month? Like what are we pushing forward?
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Today we are with Erika, which is a confident coach. And Erika, tell us, what are the 5 steps to make your first million?
You know what's so great about this exercise is there's more than 5 steps. So as I was thinking, I was like 5 steps. And what's fabulous before we begin is there's more. And so if you ever feel trapped, and that's actually number one, is there's so many steps, so many great, not even steps, but great options. So that's something to get excited about, that we don't feel, oh, powerless. Like there's so many different options to get to the success. And that's number one, is a relationship with money. So often we don't have a really good relationship with money. So I want to review that. For me, that means money mindset. That means financial literacy. That means having a relationship with money. I teach my clients to go on what I call money dates, right? Because often people that have money and are entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, have a relationship with money. And so I always teach my client, go on a date with money, really be intimate with your money. Look at where you're spending, where you're saving, where you're investing. And so first tip before we start is money relationship. Like I said, money mindset, money literacy, and really having an intimate relationship with money. Because if we have an intimate relationship with money, it feels safe to grow it. So that's number one. Number two is our why. So often, especially, when we're doing something as big as a million or multi-millions, is we kind of get lost in the sauce. We forget. And so my invitation for us is every day when you get up, why? Why do you want to make a million? Why do you want to make 5 million? Why do you want to make 10 million? And not only
Absolutely.
that, right? Like why? Because then sometimes it's like, I don't have to. So like I am big on vision boards. I'm big on having the post-its. It's like it
And they don't have
keeps.
the specifics, right?
Exactly. Also, I always say this to my clients, right? Like, especially if they want something, they want more money, they want more love, whatever. I'm like, we have to get clear on why, or you're not going to run towards it. Otherwise, it's easy to be like, it's okay. So I'm like, I want us to get so crystal clear why. If you had that million in your pocket, if you had that 5 million in your pocket, what would you do? How would your life change? How would your community change? So that why, as you know, is so detrimental in the journey. Three, if I may, is similar. Being so laser focused and having clarity. So for me, I've been into different industries and we'll probably talk about that, but it's very important for me to stay focused in my business, right? My business now is coaching. So I have one-to-one coaching, I do groups, and that's fabulous because I can diversify. Like we talked about, number one, I can diversify into different pots, which can lead to that success. And I also have to be very clear and push forward the mission that I want to push forward. Because otherwise I could be a little bit all over the place of like, oh, I'll do this. So the next number three is clarity. What are we moving forward? What's our goal? What's our intention that month? Like, what are we pushing forward? Number four is mindset. Of course, we kind of talked about that number one,
Mhm.
but I always talk to put folks, and I know you've heard this a million times, is business is a mindset game. It's mostly mindset. And I always talk to folks and they say entrepreneurship is one of the most deep spiritual journeys you can go on because it questions, what am I doing? Is this crazy?
Very
Especially
lonely journey. Yeah.
it's a lonely journey. And also like like I don't need a million, like we talked about. I don't need 5 million. It's all right. And so the mindset keeps us grounded. The mindset keeps us grounded. And I'm glad you said that because if I may, this is like a 4.5 before we go to the last bullet, is community. We need
Mm.
to surround ourselves with people that believe in us. You don't want to be around people that are like, that's crazy. You're going to get $1 million in your business. You're going to get, that's crazy. We want to be around like-minded people that are like, of course you can. Here's resources. Let's get behind it. We want those people that, are dreamers as well. Dreamers and
Absolutely.
movers and shakers, right? And the last one, I think this is good, just business advice is especially when you're marketing, whether you have a product, whether you have a service, or just networking in general. I got this piece of advice, and I think this is really helpful, is be mindful that not everyone is like you, right? Like I like to advertise my business through Instagram, through pictures. Not everyone's brain works not all of my buyers are going to be like that. And so I had to get good at, even though it's a little uncomfortable, oh, I should put myself on video. Oh, I should put myself on audio. So not only are we diversifying the money, right, that we talked about and the options of how we're making money, we also have to diversify and be accessible to the people that are going to buy from us.
Absolutely.
And so, right, so often people are like, oh, well, I did the post or I did the thing. It's like, that's great for, 5% of the population. We need to speak to all the different groups. And really quickly, that doesn't mean, everyone says your target audience, target audience. That could be one group of folks, but within that group, someone, like I said, might resonate with digital marketing. Someone might want to have a phone call. Like, even within your target audience, we need to speak different languages. We need to put it in front of them. How do they like to receive the information? So I think that's important in any entrepreneur's journey, is being fluid and being willing to be flexible and, speak all the different languages and be versatile.
Yeah, I think you are on point, because we have some entrepreneurs sometimes that they will say, "Oh, I don't want to appear in video, or I don't want to show my face, or I don't want to do this." And at the end of the day, we be aware that our clients, they like to receive the information in different ways. Some of them
Right.
prefer video, some of them prefer podcasts. Even before this broadcast, Erika told you, look, it's gonna be a podcast, but also it's gonna be video.
Yes.
Because we distribute this podcast also in all our social media channels. We have over a 250,000 followers combined along our social media. So we do put this video in all our social media channels. And this is another way for people that would like to consume the video. They not necessarily want to hear. A lot of people love the podcast because they can hear in the car, they can hear in the gym, and that's the way that they would like to receive the information. But if somebody prefer to put the TV and click in YouTube and see the whole video and digest information like that, because it's easy or more relatable for them, it's our duty
Yeah.
to serve them, because at the end of the day, we have to market our businesses in a different communication channels. So
Yeah.
Eric, tell us, after a long experience in the luxury retail market with your family business, what made you decide that you want to open your own business, your own coaching business?
Yeah, so I
What happened
came and
there?
yeah, how did that happen?
Uh,
So for me, I was so blessed to watch have what a beautiful family business. And this family business, I think I might be 75, 80 years. I mean,
wow.
just a tremendous business. And it was just, I could get emotional. It just was so beautiful watching. And it's so interesting. So I would work there. I'd learn a lot from my dad, learn a lot from my family. And my background is acting. So,
Wow.
right. So I thought, oh, this is so lovely. I'm so grateful for this experience, but I'm going to do acting. That's nice. And what's so funny is my coaching business hit me over the head and was like, you're going to do this. If you believe in anything spiritual, for me, it was something that I was like, oh no, it was bigger than myself.
Wow.
And I was resistant, of like, I've seen the blood, sweat, and tears, that my dad put into his business, but I also was excited because I had such a great model and a great role model. And though retail and coaching is so different, me and my dad used to talk and he'd be like, I don't understand your model. He's like, but here is this. And so for me, it was just like a pure thing that came through. It was the desire, honestly, and we talked about that in the five. I needed to help. That's my big why, is I was like, I want to be of service to people. It kind of came from a pure place, a pure intention to really help folks and serve them in this way.
And then, Erika, the what are the biggest challenge that you had in your business, and how you become that challenge?
Ooh, that's such a good question. I'll make it general. I think being flexible, especially in the coaching industry, I've been in the coaching industry for years. Officially, I was coaching before, but I officially started my business in 2015. And the evolution that it's been a journey. And my dad, yeah, if I may share this, I think this is really powerful. My dad loves saying this. This is his big thing. So he had this luxury retail business, right? And a lot of it was paper products, fountain pens. And he always told me this story. He loves to tell everyone this story. He was in downtown Manhattan, actually by the Trade Center, the World Trade Center. And he'd say to me, when I saw the first Staples come in, I knew I had to change. He's like, otherwise our business would be gone. And so for me, my biggest thing is being comfortable with being uncomfortable, because industries are going to change. You know what I mean? Industries
Oh
are going to
yeah.
change, right? Like how I used to sell 3 years ago I used to just put a post up on Instagram and people would come. And before that, I just casually would say something and people would come. And the industry, and as we know, the market, the financial market, it's different. And so I have to be calm, cool, and collected as I navigate the storms of business. So for me, it's been an internal journey of like, okay, Erika, this isn't working anymore. That's okay. What do we do now? So for me, that's been a big part of my journey.
Yeah, and I think that like entrepreneurs today, if you want to be in business, you have to be more like an actor, like a TV presenter,
Yes.
like a movie star.
Yep.
And I think that it's not that we like to do this. We have to do it because we
Yes.
are in business. And I think that eventually, and if you're passionate about your business, you will do whatever it takes.
Yep.
Sometimes we do these speaking tours all over the world in Singapore, Dubai, Peru, Mexico, and a lot of people we have trained. We help a lot of people to overcome the fear of public speaking. Yeah,
Yeah.
more confident in speaking, and and we find out that they all say, well, I have a fear of public speaking now. I'm telling them, look, everybody has it.
Right.
It's not your problem, it's everybody's problem, right? And the nature is very easy. It's because your parents always tell you don't talk to strangers, unless that your dad, he was an entrepreneur.
Right.
When you're a kid, the parent will tell you, don't talk to strangers. And
Right.
when you are in business and you're selling, which is the most important part of the business, you have to talk to strangers and you have to get comfortable talking to strangers. And this is the biggest barrier that not only entrepreneurs, but people in general have. So
Yeah.
I think that for you to decide to become a confident coach, this is a great idea because, like you said before, to be an entrepreneur is all in your head. It's a
Yes.
mindset game, and 98% of the success of the company is on the head of the entrepreneur. It's in the
Yes.
mindset. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what made you think, Erika, how you decided, because you could be business coach, you could be this coach, you could be another type of coach. So when you decided that you want to become confidence coach, and why was the reason that is the topic that you are more passionate about it?
Yeah, I love this. I shifted many times, right? So sometimes I did life, sometimes I did business, but for me, confidence encapsulated all of it. So someone may come to me as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, Erika, help me build my confidence as an entrepreneur. Or Erika, help me build my confidence to go date. Or Erika, I don't like myself. Am uncomfortable with myself. And so I love the confidence piece, the self-love piece, because it hits everything.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.